Hello everybody, Zeff here with ZeffsTrading. Hope you guys are doing well today, July 18th, 2024. This will be our chart lesson today for the 2000 Tick Chart of the ES Futures. Probably the craziest day I've seen in a very long time. There is so many trades in here today. I hope you guys have caught some of this. Very high volume price action, crazy sell-off to the 21 EMA on the daily chart here. And as we can see here, I know I don't bring up the daily chart too much anymore, but just want to show you that nice two-legged spike. We were at almost the upper band here. Nice sell-off to the 21 EMA and a little bit through it, but finished the day at that 55.95. I would say next support target is going to be the 55.20 area. So, needed a pullback. It's expected, but days like this, you just got to capitalize. And I took 6 trades today. Started off not too well. A lot to go over for my trades. Full transparency with them. Did finish green on the day, but roller coaster of emotion. And love being transparent with you guys. So let's get into the chart review for today. Okay, in the pre-market session here, we didn't have anything that I liked too much. In the very early section here, you did have a first entry, second entry short. Actually, let's see here, 53. Okay, sorry, this would have been the second entry short, but overall, you can see the visual two-legged pullback. This isn't really a quality setup overall. So again, not really much action actually in the pre-market session. Just swing high, swing low, swing high, swing low. I mean, it made a lower low, but you're just kind of chopping sideways here, really waiting for the market to open. You do have this nice bullish spike, little tight bull channel here, kind of runs higher, again, just kind of sells off. There's really nothing here. There is a first entry, second entry long failure, but nothing that I see that you should be getting into. Prices above and below the EMA, wait for better setups, and it does come. And our first trade happens a little bit after the market open, about 30 minutes, and you do have a nice move down. You have a break, new low. You have a 1, 2, 3 triple test and a first entry, second entry long. Overall, pretty decent setup here. You are on the swing low here. You're basically just playing this as a trading range because you don't know what's going to happen. But it does lead to a nice little quick scalp, and I actually think this does lead to a pretty good runner. And if you took that, if not, then you see price go above, and you see this first entry, second entry long, and I do like this one. I just think this is a horrible signal bar. So maybe if your signal bar was better, you could take that trade. But my particular chart, not happening. Runs higher here to the top of the swing high, as we can see in the earlier pre-market session. Just finds resistance across the board here. And really nothing here. You do get this first entry, second entry long. There is the smallest amount of, there's only 4 ticks, so maybe take that for a scalper's profit, I guess. I probably would stay away from it overall, but it is just something to note here. It's also just very, very congested across the board. So overall, just stay out of that stuff. I know it's kind of tempting to take these. And sometimes they work, but you really just want a better signal bar. So anyways, as we make this basically double top, we sell off, we test it one more time, and then the sell-off begins for the day. You do have this nice failed entry short here, and you'll see those for today, which is going to be some advanced setups, which is basically just kind of a flag strategy of a pullback in the direction of the trend. But I mean, this right here is just I like to see this. This is fast moving. This is high probability. These are the things that I really like to be in here. So maybe you could take some of these. There's probably a lot of black arrows that I would be marking here for today. This nice failed entry short here. You can maybe get in these if you know what you're doing in a very tight bearish channel. Anyways, so as we get basically previous day's low here, as you can see, it pulls back again, and then you get your first entry, pulls back, second entry short signal bar right here. Again, this is marked black. Only reason being, context-wise, it's great. We're going in the direction of the trend, but the being is it's a horrible signal bar. Same thing kind of earlier with that second entry long I was talking about right here. So if your signal bar was better, then go ahead and take those. I'm sure it was for some of you, and just leads to, a huge move down, and that's pretty much all you needed today. As it finds a little bit of support here, again, another pullback, sell off, then you get your real first kind of double bottom and this bigger upper bearish trend channel, as you can see in this khaki trend channel here. Gets a double bottom, rallies higher, pulls back, rallies higher, pulls back, and you kind of just get this 1, 2, 3 wedge formation, trying to make it high up, gets rejected off the trend channel, sells off, first entry, second entry long, failure. Nothing here that you really want to get in, but what I did see was this, and it is quite sideways, but overall your bias is short, so anytime you see something that you can get short into, you need to take it. And in this case, I saw this first entry, second entry short here, and this particular one isn't a bad setup, but I kind of wanted to see more confirmation here. So then as I recounted from the swing highs, as you're watching this, you can recount from here to a first entry, second entry short, or you can kind of see this as a move down, pull back, and that's how I saw it. So there's quite a few good signal bars here. This one as well, depending on how you see it, because it did go below it. And this is still the first break of this trend. So you could even add on to positions here if you know what you're doing. So you do have this first entry, second entry short, you have a lower high, and then you have another first entry, second entry long failure, also first entry, and I see another second entry short. So there's a lot of ways to look at this. A lot of good signal bars overall. If anything, you could have just waited for this particular one right here to confirm the whole entire bias of it going short. Rejection off the EMA. Add on to a position if you know what you're doing. Good setups overall right there. Sells off into another very tight bearish channel. And again, if you know what you're doing, you can take these really good signal bar trades here. You have to be very specific which ones. They have to be very closing. They have to close on their lows, as you can see here, and you're just going short. That's their whole bias. So if you know what you're doing, you can take these, and then it leads down to another just kind of tight bear channel, but it kind of gets a little more choppy, as you can see, but sells off, sells off, sells off. Just plenty of selling today. After that, get to the bottom of the trend channel here, makes its way up. You do get a first entry, second entry short failure, but with how biased the day is of being short, you're really only looking for shorts, and it's pretty hard to go long. So anyways, you get your move up, break, new high, double top, big surprise, and sells off. Rejection off the midline of that trend channel. You get this nice lower high here. Maybe you take this. I think this is too congested. I don't really like this overall. But again, goes past the swing low, comes up, and then you get an example I'd like to call just a failed entry short. So these are just simple pullbacks, and you're just going with the first entries of the short. But it has to be, again, this is very advanced. Don't take these if you don't know what you're doing. I just want to show them for anyone who is interested. Please go do your own data research on backtesting this. It requires a lot of discretion and context. This isn't just some mechanical, but it does require a very nice bias of the day. Failed entry short. I don't even take them often unless it's a very specific day like this. So nice failed entry short here, or a first entry. But then, if you're following the system, which you should be doing if you're not advanced and don't understand what's going on and you're still beginning, you have a first entry, second entry short, outside bar, closing on its low with the first break of the trend channel here. Good setup overall. Takes a second to play out here, but plenty of room to the lows. And I was actually going for 10 ticks on the day, 8 ticks. I wasn't even scalping for 4. Just because such a nice high ATR, and you definitely want to get as many points as you can with days like this. Okay, anyways, going on, kind of get another double bottom here. Kind of see this as a, just trying to break through the support, goes up. Overall, kind of just going sideways. Prices above EMA, below EMA again. And that's when we get this little bit of a move down, correction. There's a first entry, second entry short here, but you can't take that too congested across the board here, it being sideways like that. Never really want to take those. You'll just get chopped up, and that's exactly what happens. as it goes above the EMA, sells off, comes, etc. You do get a nice double bottom here, and when you even before you're looking back at our next trade here, which is going to be a first entry, second entry short failure, you have 1, 2, 3, 4. You're basically looking that price isn't even going lower anymore. So context-wise, I think it would be safe here to be taking a failed second entry short, and especially when you see this one fail, first entry, second entry short. Great signal bar, plenty of room to the highs here, and then you get another higher low to just kind of keep the momentum going higher. So I really like that failed entry short there. Price is now holding above EMA, and this is your first break of this upward green trend channel here, and you have a first entry, second entry long, great signal bar, textbook second entry. This doesn't tick through, so you do have to wait until it goes all the way over here to get your 10 to 8 ticks. But if you enter with a limit order, maybe you get filled different and you got out, depending. These are all subjectively biased towards you having a stop order, or what I do is usually do a limit order at least 1 to 2 ticks back. Anyways, you do get another higher low to confirm the setup. Again, just add on to a position. When you say this, you just add on to the position. You're looking for the new high. Plenty of room to the highs here. Just, trail your stop, go for your 8 to 10 ticks, whatever you want to do, depending on your multiple contracts or not. Okay, anyways, you get your break, your new high, kind of double bottoms here. You get another higher low. Not really the best signal bar, and this downward trend, I don't think this higher low is valid. Kind of just turns into this spike in channel I kind of saw. Overall, it kind of gets quite choppy, and I just don't see much else in here that piques my interest. Again, you can just kind of see these zones that start getting sideways. I did see this one right here, counting from our swing low, first entry, second entry short, and I did see also basically resistance across the board here of a 1, 2, and 3. So nice second entry short, triple test. Good signal bar, plenty of room back down to the swing low, and this is definitely at least 4 ticks to the EMA, but I would have definitely gone for more, especially the day like it is, and this actually leads to a really good move here, and those triple tests are quite powerful, so really look out for those. So price holds again below the 21 EMA, really starts selling off here, and you do have this nice first entry, second entry short failure, and then it kind of does this little small trading range thing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bars, and I mean your bias is short, so maybe you can enter underneath the one tick underneath these 3 matching bar low here and go with it if you want. If you just wait and we're patient, you have your first break of this downward trend channel, and then you have a first entry, pulls back, and this is your second entry short here. But what I really saw, because it's an inside bar and I don't like taking the inside bars, I saw this come up, failure, lower high, waiting for another lower high, and this bar right here really was the confirmation of this visual two-legged second entry short here. And that's where the discretion and experience comes in of waiting. You could technically have entered on that inside bar totally fine, and put your stop there and it would have worked out, and then added on to a lower high, or just wait and be patient, see if there is more rejection off the EMA, and you do get it right here. So then you get your break, new low, gets a 1, 2, 3 test here, tries to go higher and fails, turns into another bearish trading range. And just overall, as we're going through this, you can see this was the major bearish trend channel here. You had your break and then it finally made a new low. So as we're just going on, you guys are watching that and keeping it going. Where are we here? Okay, so yeah, it tries to go up here, sells off. I saw this as a first entry, second entry short, but the signal bar was horrible. I tried to get in a really deep limit order, never came to it, but unfortunately just the signal bar was really bad. But I did see the break again. I wanted to be with the trend here, and just unfortunately didn't get it. So then this is where my trades come in for the day. A lot to go over, a lot of roller coaster of emotions. But as we go through them, what I saw here was the swing low right here. And looking back, this is very sideways. I don't know what I was thinking. Anyways, first entry, pullback, second entry short. I'm at the bottom of the trend channel. I'm at the bottom of a swing low. Tried to just go and basically call a break below. Doesn't happen, get stopped out for 7 ticks. And then what I think I should have done here is my context was correct, but I shouldn't have taken this overall because it was a very sideways move. I didn't enjoy that. That one was dumb. I think I was just upset by missing the second entry short and missing the trend. So maybe a little FOMO there. But overall, I mean, like my context of it selling off is correct. I think just improper entry is the main issue here. But keeping the losses small is what's super important. So little tilted from this one, but overall, like not too bad. I'm like, okay, it's just one trade, keeping myself in check. This is the one which is funny enough. It's a little bit of a winner, but it makes me the most frustrated because when you get stopped out on your 8 ticks, for example, here, it'll fill you instantly. There's no hesitation. But when you're trying to get filled for where you want to go for your profit target, it takes a second. So your thing in queue is a little different, which is quite annoying, but every broker does that for some reason to probably give benefits to specific industries with order filling. But I digress. That's a different topic. Anyways, point here is I went for this first entry, second entry short here, and it literally went to, as we can see here, from my 55.89.50. It went exactly to 2 points, touched it, didn't fill me, immediately reversed, and I realized I am on the wrong side of this thing. I was trying to take a second entry short above an EMA. I was looking just for a very quick scalp for a correction. Probably not the best trade to take, but overall, not getting filled even though it touched the 8 ticks. Pretty annoying, so basically I just moved the order to plus 1 tick. So just, 0.25 of a point, got 1 tick on that one, and then goes higher. I do visually see that I shouldn't even been in this because this is an uptrend with a break and new high, and then also it's a first entry, second entry short failure, so maybe I could have just gone on a failure here. There's a lot here, misreading context and misreading price action. And I would say, kind of not very warmed up, a little groggy with trading. Anyways, as we get our break and new high, kind of start to get myself together a little bit, but this one is, don't get myself together. This third trade is where I start get tilted, really tilted, and I saw this move. I saw this failed entry short here. I tried taking it, just sold off all the way to the 2 points because I tried to get in like right here, sold off super fast, and then I'm like, okay, well, I'll just take this first entry, second entry long. So I completely abandoned context and price action, was just trading a pattern, which you can't do, and I paid the price. Totally paid the price here, got stopped out for 2 points, and I'm like, what the heck am I doing? I should be looking for a failure here after this break and new high. I shouldn't be looking for a second entry long here. So just counter trend trading. My worst trade of the day right here. Don't do what I just did. And, you look back and you're like, wow, this is something here. And you kind of just realize that you're just too emotional. So after that, I really make sure I reel myself in. I realize that not doing well. The trades are good. The price action's good. I'm not doing well. This isn't a market problem. I'm not doing well. So reel myself in, calm down, make sure that I'm trading the way I need to be trading and being patient. Okay, here we go. So we're down on the day. Bring myself back to the trader I need to be. And here we go. I see this move down here as a sell-off. I see this huge move up. I see this as a complete pullback of a failed entry short. So this is just a first entry. I go short here, go for 10 ticks, get my 10 ticks. As you can see, a nice, simple pullback, first entry, pullback, get my 10 ticks. Then I see my favorite setup. And after I get my 10 ticks, feeling a little better, but still red on the day. I'm like, okay, that's okay. Just keep reading price action, process over money. And then I see a first entry, second entry long. But then what I'm really looking for here is this. I see the swing, I see the first entry, second entry short, and I saw this as a first entry, basically as a second entry long, and it failed. So it's tried to go up twice, so double high probability setup, second entry short, go for 10 ticks, get my 10 ticks, as you can see right there. It actually goes 1 tick lower, bottoms out. Then I realize, and this is super important, I realize this break of this bigger upward trend channel is to move down. This is finished. Going into the end of the day, now it's time to potentially make sure you're on the right side of the market, because this could lead to a major trend reversal after this double bottom, and that was my assessment, and I saw it happening. This overall right here was very congested, and it was a trading range in this particular moment. But what I did see was a first entry long. So I saw this first entry, second entry short goes higher, and I'm like, oh, price is holding above the EMA. This double bottom, major trend reversal potentially in play, question mark, and was right about that. I was hesitant to get into this one here. Looking back, I looked at it, I'm like, oh, I actually probably should have gotten into this one, but I just didn't like this double top here. And I saw this first entry, second entry short failure, and I saw this as a first entry, second entry long. So another double high probability pattern setup, but I didn't see it in real time. I saw it after the fact. As this thing starts to take off, this is where I take my final trade of the day, which was my 6th trade of the day. And I'm like, this thing is bullish. Like, this thing is just going higher. I see this from our swing low here, swing high, swing low. I saw this first entry, second entry short, failure. I saw it trapping the short traders and go for my 2 points here. And that was my 6th and final trade for today. So overall, keeping my losses small. I'm not moving my stop loss. Rough start in the beginning overall. But as you know, as this day was forming, as there's good setups in here overall, as I'm watching this unfold, goes higher. I take my final and failed second entry short here. It makes its way higher, comes down, break near low, and then kind of just finishes sideways, as we can see here. Just a nice little sideways ascending triangle or something here on the day. So very crazy day. I know this is a very long video too compared to what I normally do, but there's just so much to go over. And I would say just the most important thing is making sure you reel in your emotions. Even though you have a rough start on the day, you can still finish strong. One trade isn't everything, and that was the most important thing that I reminded myself today, is just because you took some bad trades doesn't mean you can't finish strong. Price action is great. The opportunities here, just reel yourself in, and that's exactly what I did. Keeping my losses small and keeping my winners bigger. Going for the 10 ticks when I need to. Continuing going for the 8 ticks and not moving it down to 6 or 4 ticks just to get a little quick scalp. A lot of good lessons in here today. Go ahead and rewatch this video if you need to. Hope you guys enjoyed this chart review. Definitely one of the better, probably the best video I've made so far, just because there's so much information in here. And such a good day to show the examples of this particular system. Alrighty, hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.